Good morning, students. Today we will continue chapter 11 and do exercise 11.2. I will explain this chapter from the questions itself. Okay, so we shall start. Okay, the first question is to put the signs greater, smaller, or equal to. Okay, now the question is, if question is given, the first question is given 9 by 11 and 9 by 14. How can we compare that? Which one is bigger, smaller, or equal to? See, I will show you something in which you can find which is bigger, smaller, or equal to. The first step, you have to multiply this 9 with this 14, one numerator with the other denominator. Okay, and this 9 with 11. When we multiply 9 into 14, we will get the answer 126. And when we multiply 9 into 11, we get 99. See, one answer we got, this answer we got 126, and this answer we got 99. So now you all can easily tell which is bigger, which is smaller. This is bigger, so our sign will come like this. Means 9 by 11 fraction is bigger. Okay. With the help of this multiplication, we can find out which is greater, smaller, or equal to. Moving forward to the next question. If we get questions like this, 3 by 8, 5 by 8. In this question, you have nothing to do with the multiplication part, because if you have the same denominator, okay, if you have the same denominator, you just have to see the numerator part, which is bigger or smaller. Denominators are same. Here we did it. Why? Because the denominators were different. Okay. Here you see the denominators are same. So we will just look to the numerator part, which is bigger, smaller, or equal to. Now 5 is bigger, so the sign will come like this. Got it? Now one more example or one more sum I will do. The rest questions you can do it by your own. Okay. I am doing question number F. 3 by 10 and 7 by 25. In this you have to find which is bigger, smaller, or which is equal. First step, you have to look that if the denominators are same or not. Here in this case it is not same, so we have to take the help of the multiplication. We will multiply this 3 with 25. 3 with 25. Cross. Okay. 3 with 25 and 7 with 10. Okay. When we multiply 25, 3 into 25 or 25 into 3, we will get the answer as 75. And when we multiply 7 to 10, we will get 70. Now you all can easily tell which is bigger. Okay. So the sign will come like this. Hope you all have understood question number 1. Next, we will see question number 2. In question number 2, the question you can see, we have to change the improper fraction into mixed fraction. Now what is mixed fraction? Mixed fraction is a combination of a whole number and a fractional number. Okay. So we shall start. we have to change this improper fraction into mixed fraction. What we are going to do? We are going to divide 16 with 3 by 3. We are going to divide 16 by 3. 3 5s are 15. Here we are getting 1 as remainder. This 5 is called whole number. Okay, so we will write it here, and this 1 will go here and 3 will come here. This is called fractional. This 1 by 3 is called fractional number, and this 5 is called a whole number. So the mixed part is called mixed fraction. Okay, first we have to divide it. This quotient we have to write as a whole number. This one we will carry up, and this 3 we will write as it is. So the answer will come 5 1 by 3. Now moving to the next question. We have to divide 27 by 8. Now 8 3s are 24. Remainder we are again getting 3. This 3 we have to write it where? As a whole number part. Then this 3 we are taking it up, and 8 as it is same as this denominator. Hope you all have understood how to change the improper fraction into mixed fraction. See, one more thing. Only the improper fraction can be converted into mixed fraction. Proper fraction cannot be converted. Okay? Improper fraction, how we have converted it, you can see. Okay? Next we will do question number 3. Now question number 3. The answer means the question is given in mixed fraction. We have to convert into improper fraction. So let us see how we will do it. As I said, this 3 is a whole part. This 2 by 7 is a fractional part. So nothing to do with that. Okay. First step, how to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. First step, we have to multiply this 7 with 3. Okay, how much we are getting? 21. Okay. Next step, first step, we have to multiply 7 into 3, means the denominator of the fractional part into the whole part. Okay, we are getting 21. Then we are adding this part, the numerator part. So we are getting 23. Again I am repeating, first we have to multiply, then we have to add. Answer which we are getting is 23, but 23 we don't have to write like this, just 23. It will be if you just write 23, it is a whole number. Okay, but we have to change into improper fraction. So denominator what we have? 7. So just we have to write it 7. So this is the answer. First step, we have to multiply, then we have to add with the numerator. 23 will go here in the numerator part, and denominator will be same. Okay, hope you all have understood. Next we will move to the 4th number question. Next we will solve question number 4. Question number 4 is just similar to question number 1. We have, in question number 1, we have to find out the greater, smaller, or the equal, the numbers which were, the fractions which were equal. But in this question we have just to find the smaller fraction. As I said, see the first question, as I said in question number 1, if the denominators are same, nothing we have to do. Just to see, we just have to see which is bigger, which is smaller. Denominators are same, so just we have to find the smaller number between 7 and 3, which is smaller. 3 is smaller, so we just have to ring this number. Finish. This is question number 1. Now moving forward to bit number B, or second question. Are the denominators same? No. So what we are doing? Cross multiplying 5 into 13 and 5 into 7. We don't have to multiply this two number, okay, and this two number. We just have to cross multiply. Cross multiply, okay. When we multiply 5 into 13, we get the answer as 65. When we multiply 5 into 7, we get the answer as 35. Now easily we can see that which is smaller and which is bigger. Which number is smaller? This part. Means 5 by 13 will be smaller. Okay? Hope you all have understood. It is just similar to question number 1. See, now we will solve question number 5. In this question we have to compare the numbers, or compare the fractions. So you can see the first question is given 3 1 by 11, and one is in mixed fraction, another one is in improper fraction. So we just have to change the number both into improper fraction. As I said earlier, how to convert mixed fraction into improper. First step which we were doing is 11 into 3, then we are adding with the numerator. So 11 into 3 is 33, plus 1 is 34, and the denominator part we are writing as it is. Next one, it is written in improper fraction only. Now we have to compare it. So again we will do the same process. We have to cross multiply. We have to cross multiply 34 into 5. Okay? And 16 into 11. When we multiply 340 into 5, we will get the answer 170. Okay? And when we will multiply 16 with 11, we will get the answer as 176. Now you all can tell which is bigger, which is smaller. Sorry, because we are doing this one as the smaller. We are circling it, or we are comparing which is bigger, which is smaller. Okay. So which part is bigger? We have to compare it. This part is bigger, means 16 by 5 is bigger than 3 1 by 11 or 34 by 11. Okay. Hope you all have understood. Next we will do ascending and descending. Next we will do ascending order. Ascending means from smaller to bigger. See, 2 by 13. The first question which is given is 2 by 13, 7 by 13, 4 by 13 and 8 by 13. In this question, we have to arrange in the ascending order. It is very simple to arrange because all the denominators are same. You see 13, 13, 13 and 13. All the denominators are same. Okay. So we just have to write in the ascending order by seeing the numerator. So the smallest among all the numerator is this one. So the first number will come, first fraction will come 2 by 13. Next 4 by 13. After that 7 by 13. And the last is 8 by 13. So this is your answer. We have arranged it. Okay? We have arranged in the ascending order. Understood? Next we will do next bit we will do. See, in this question we cannot write like bit number A because you can see the denominators are all different. So here we have to make all the denominators equal. How can we make? We can make all the denominators equal by taking LCM. Okay, 3, 2, 7, 6. First, let us take with 2. This will remain as 3, 1, 7 and 3. Next, with 3 we will do. Lastly, we will do with 7. So LCM what we will get is 3 into 7. 2 3 is 6 and 6 7s are 42. So we have to make all the denominators equal as 42. Now 2 by 3. How can we make 42? We will multiply. Okay, we will multiply with what so that we can get 42? 14. Okay, (28 by 42). This is the first number we got. Second, 1 by 2. How can we make 42? We have to multiply by 21. Okay. Next, 6 by 7. How can we make 42? Multiplying with 6. And lastly, 5 divided by 6. How can we make 42? By multiplying 7. Okay, now see, we all have changed this number as a denominator. We have made all the denominators equal. Okay, now we have to compare, which from ascending order we have to arrange. Okay, the smaller number we will write first. So that is 21 by 42. Means which fraction is smaller? 1 by 2 is smaller. Next, 28 by 42. So which fraction is that? 28 by 42? It is 2 by 3. After that, 35 or 36? 35. 35. Which fraction is that? 35 by 42? 5 by 6. And last, 6 by 7. So like this we have to arrange in ascending order. Okay. Now in descending order we just have to follow this step. Okay. Suppose question number 7 I am not doing. You have to do it by yourself. Okay. Suppose this is descending order. So denominators are same. We just have to write this number before first, second, third and fourth. It is easy if the denominators are same. If it is not same, the same process you have to follow. The same process you have to follow, and we have to write from the bigger side because it is descending order. So I hope you all have understood